Good morning. My name is Paul, and this is intended to be a supplement to the number of pretty good videos out on the web regarding the replacement of this pesky recirculating door flapper on the Dodge Ram truck product line. My truck is a 2006, so all of my comments will be specific to it, but most of my points I think will apply to the other year Rams as well. My door lasted about 15 years / 150,000 miles. It's a design flaw. They wear out, and where they wear out, as you've seen in other videos, they wear out right here. This thing breaks off, boink, and then you either take this out and leave it out, or you put a new one in. I chose to put a new one in because in Northern California where I live, it gets pretty hot sometimes, and I would like to have that recirculation function. So, pardon me, I said this is a supplement, so I've got 3 or 4 quick points that I hope will add to your ease and understanding of how to replace your recirculating door. First, in 1 or 2 of the videos I watched, it said that you should cut this thing somehow in half while it's still up there in place in order to get it out. That is not needed. Once you take the fan out, reach your hand up there, this thing will be laying flat in some attitude, and just work it around and it will come right out. So that's point 1. Point 2, there is no clipping or sawing needed on the 2006. I saw one video where they were clipping out the recirculation part of the big box in order to get this old broken one out, and I've already said you don't need to do that, and you don't need to clip anything in order to get the white hinge connector out either. And lastly, again on the 2006, access to the turning motor. You can get your hand in there. There's my hand. You know, it's not a big hand, fairly stubby, short Polish fingers. I was able to get in there quite easily. Using a screwdriver is a bit of a pain, but you know, no big deal. And of course, you got to be really careful that you don't drop either of those 2 screws. Whether they would fall out the bottom or get lodged, who knows, but don't drop them. Let's see. Next point, a 1-person job versus 2-person job. One of the videos was saying someone else would do such and such. I think it was part of putting the new hinge connector in. There's precious little room for 2 heads to get in there, and for that reinstallment step, I found that it worked reasonably fine to go blind. You know, just reaching your right hand up through the hole to hold the door in place, and take your left hand and reach back and feel around for the hole and slip it in. It takes a little bit of stomach muscle time, pardon me, to do that. And if you're too big shoulders, maybe you'll have trouble. But I'm 76, and with a little bit of grunting, I was able to do that. Next point, the white hinge, and nobody has mentioned this in the other videos, but the white hinge is uniquely keyed. Uniquely keyed. That was a worry of mine, and so it's not a worry because when you put that door up there, the new door, you can't get it wrong in terms of slipping that in. So that's that one. And then here's the big one. Pardon, I got to the point where I wanted to take this out, and it took me a half an hour plus fiddle-diddling around to figure a way to get this little puppy out. What's the problem? Well, the problem is that this little guy has this retainer piece. It's all one piece, but this little flexible retainer, there are there are 3 sections to it going around, and when you push it in, the edge is chamfered and it'll go in, and then it snaps in place. So to get this puppy out, you have to undo that locking mechanism. And one of the videos was talking about a screwdriver and pushing with the screwdriver in on one of these tabs and then pulling it out. Well, good luck. I fiddled with my fingers and a screwdriver for 15 minutes, getting fairly frustrated. And my trick that I offer to you, pardon me, I went in the garage and found a 3/16 come on, Paul, a 3/16 by about 12-inch length of cylindrical pipe. It's not pipe, a solid piece. And my piece is flat on the end, so I could reach in, and this thing has a wall sitting right there, so I could reach in, and in doing this again, it was blind, but I reached in a few times and got familiar with where the magic spot was, and then I could slide it along the wall and get that flat right up against this area on one of these 3. And then for the longest time, I was in there with my fingers on the other side trying to pull it. Well, yes, I'm 76, but you got to have a heck of a good, strong set of fingers to fight the rest of these to wiggle the thing out. Get in there with a small pair of pliers, grab a hold of that here, and then reach in here and push against one of these. Wiggle, pull like hell, and it'll pop out of there. So that's it. I just wanted to share those things to make it easy for the rest of you that are doing this once in your lifetime. You have a good day and good luck on making your repair. Oh, I'll make one more comment. I bought the Dorman new part, and here you can see, let me grab my pen. Here you can see the relative diameter of the hinge running back and forth here. This is the original. The Dorman is about twice the diameter, so it's really beefed up, and they use a metal, I think all of them use a metal hinge connector. So I'm feeling pretty good about the Dorman. If you want to get by with a little bit less money, but it's up to you. That's it. Enjoy yourself. Get her done. Somebody that is really mechanically oriented probably can make this replacement repair in a half an hour to 45 minutes. For somebody that doesn't draw too much blood when they use a screwdriver, it's probably 45 minutes to an hour-ish. So there you go. Bye-bye.